Hi friends, welcome to VFX Pipeline channel, and in this video I will show you how you can create backups of your MongoDB database, and after that how you can restore those backups inside your MongoDB to see your database again or to run your database again with the backup data. Okay, so before start, if you haven't subscribed my channel, please guys do subscribe, because this will appreciate me to create more informative and useful videos for you guys. So let's start. If you see my channel, I actually created few other videos of MongoDB where you can just check out about. I share the information regarding a GUI interface for MongoDB Compass, which we will use in this video to browse our database, and also the videos related to installation. And very importantly, there is a series available which is how you can use Python and MongoDB together and build a application so to save your data inside the backend is completely MongoDB. So you can just follow these videos, and I will share this playlist link in the description of this video so you can follow this. Okay, let's continue to our main topic where we will create the backup of our MongoDB database. So let me just start our official GUI, MongoDB Compass. So in MongoDB Compass, basically you can browse your database, MongoDB database. We just go to the default local host, and you can just download the community edition of MongoDB Compass. It will work fine for you, because here we don't want to do any operations. Here we just want to browse, or we just want to visualize our database. That's what we want to do here. Okay, so we have one database here, and the name is my database. And if you go inside my database, there is a collection called my collection, and inside my collection we have few documents here, and this is the document. This is very simple, just for demonstration we have this. So now our task is actually we need to store this my database into a backup folder, and in some unfortunate events, or maybe some server crash or something happen, we need to restore it back. So we'll see both process. Okay, to actually make backup first or restore, you must have MongoDB installed in your PC where you want to perform these operations, and MongoDB must be in your system environment. If MongoDB folder is not in your system environment, you can't get access to those utilities, and those utilities are MongoDB, dump and mongodump and mongorestore. These are the two things that you must have in your environment, and if you don't have that, also fine, but you need to provide full path. Now let's just see the practical, then it make much more sense, right? I'm using Windows, and definitely in Windows, let me just put this in a side. So in Windows I'm using command prompt, and if you're using Linux you can use terminal, it's fine. And the utility I'm talking about for our backup of data, that is actually mongodump. And let's just see the help of this. So if you go with the help of mongodump, which is actually export all the content of running server into BSON file. And if you are familiar with MongoDB, it's basically store your data in JSON format, but the file structure is BSON. I mean, the file format is BSON inside MongoDB. It's like BSON is binary format of JSON. So I mean, definition you can go and learn from their website. But okay, now back to our main topic. Now we want to back up this data. So let me just put this here, my database, and we'll put this thing here. Okay, so first thing what we need to do, we need to have a folder, and let me just create a new folder called backup. All right, I have this folder here, and that folder name is backup. It's in my desktop. Let me just copy this, and as you can see here, right now it's empty. There's nothing there. Okay, now what I want is I want to add my database backup inside this folder. What you have to do, go back to this mongodump, and then you need to add actually two arguments. One is you need to define the database, so you can just say db equals to and the name of your database. So right now in our case this is my database. Okay, so this is the name. In your case it will be your database, right? Okay, then you need to provide a out directory. So out equals to and our path, which is C user desktop backup. That's it. Let's just hit enter. Okay, and once it's you enter it, you can see here it's yeah, it's already done. So here is 5 documents, and you can see there is a folder here, and inside this folder you can see there is a BSIN file generated here. So technically now your database is actually backed up inside this folder. Now what you can do is you can use some sort of automated scheduler or maybe some Python script in a while loop to actually run this command on every 5 minutes or whatever interval you want to set. You can use in that, so it will automatically back up your data and dump inside this folder. So this is one thing. With that actually we can just dump our data here, but now we want to restore this data. Okay, so let's just try that also. So for restore there is actually one thing. Let me just get that. Okay, it will be the same, the utility will be the same, not same. Instead of mongodump you have to use mongo restore, because now you want to restore, right? So restore, S-T-O-R-E, Mongo restore, and you need to provide the database name which you want to restore. Because right now when you want to restore, it doesn't matter like this name should be exist or does not exist. So this time we want to use my backup. We will just rename this database to my backup. So ultimately what will happen here, a new database appear with name my backup, and there is actually a out argument, and instead of out actually we have to use dir, dir. So we need to provide a directory, from which directory take the BSIN file or BSON file, whatever, take the database, store inside a folder inside this directory and restore back to the database, which is our my backup database. So dir, one thing that you need to, because when we dump, that time we dump only inside our desktop backup folder, but now as you can see inside this backup folder we have actually our database name, which is my database. So now actually you need to provide up to that part. So my database, up to the full path you need to provide up to this. So this should be your dir to restore. Okay, now you can hit enter. Wait up. This is why the Windows is seriously. Let's just copy this, edit, copy. Okay, so finished, restored my backup. Here we haven't seen the new one, but we will refresh that, and after that hopefully we will see a new database here. All right, here we have my backup database here, and you can see the collection, and inside this collection exactly same objects in our collection are there. So see, this is the only thing that you can do for backup and restore. Still there are many other options also, there are many other configurations also available that you can use for your your database backup process. Because there are, for example, if you go inside the full help, there is a port, there is a host. If you are making backup in some remote location, some other computer, not in your main server, main computer where you are actually doing your where your MongoDB is running, then you need to provide the host, port, you need to define everything. And that's because right now in this demonstration what I'm doing is the database is actually running in my machine, same machine. So you no need to define the host name and the port number, because that is by default, they are taking by default. So it's taking host, local host, and the port 27017. So that's the default port, and in the default port, if MongoDB is running, the database will be stored, backed up, whatever, right? So that's it. These two commands, also you can find these two commands in this description of this video, so you can use it for your own backup purpose. And also don't forget to see my entire playlist of MongoDB tutorials, and I will come up with some more informative MongoDB and database related videos for you guys. Okay, that's it guys, this is it for this video. Just follow and subscribe to follow my next coming videos. All right, I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.